Welcome to video 8 of the Mini Importation Business Manifesto. In this video, I talk about a service you shouldn't do without in your mini importation business. All right, the service of cash on delivery. And what is cash on delivery? Cash on delivery is simply a service that allows you to deliver products and services to your customers before they pay. The dispatch rider or the courier company delivers these products to their address, and then they pay the dispatch rider. The dispatch rider in turn, remits the money into your account, depending on your agreement. This increases confidence, people's confidence in your product. They see you as knowing what to do, and they see you as no reaper. So it increases sales and profits at the end of the day. Before now, getting a payment on delivery option used to be a Herculean task. I think the first time I approached DHL to help with the payment on delivery thing, they were giving me six figures, to deposit some kind of 6 figures before I can sign some contracts with them and start using their service. All right, they asked me to deposit them, I think, about 350 to 500,000 naira before I can start using their service. That's outrageous for a small business mini importer like me. All right, so that led me into researches, and I discovered and found, I got talking with some other companies that are equally good as a DHL, and I arrived at something better, and that's what I've been using since last year. Because of the Nigerian factors, they have a lot of challenges here and there, but then I think we've got no option. That is exactly, we need to settle with what's available. So cash on delivery, how can you start using it? Which companies in Nigeria offer cash on delivery to you, the small business owner, the mini importer, and of course anybody? All right, so what companies offer cash on delivery options there? Okay, the first company there is Tranex. All right, Tranex Korea, the same Tranex you see everywhere, the same big company called Tranex. It's actually a PLC company. All right, I've been using this Tranex company for close to a year now, and I wouldn't say they are just perfect, but I think they've been doing it. They've been doing what they should do, even though there are some areas I've tried to point out to them that they should improve on, which my account officer with them is really working hard on. So how do you use Tranex? Okay, first of all, it might interest you to know that Tranex delivers everywhere in the country. Sambisa Forest, Potiskum, anywhere they go. All right, Tranex delivers to every community, every address in the country. They virtually have people, dispatch riders and representatives scattered all over the country. It's actually a multinational company, I think so, not a Nigerian company, as a matter of fact, a PLC. So Tranex is good, and this is how they operate. All right, you depending on your location, but if you are in Ikeja or around Lagos, or even if you don't know your how to contact anybody in your location, you can contact the same phone number of the man, Mr. Johnson, on the screen. All right, he's my account officer, and he's a very kind and cheerful Benue man. All right, so when you call him, he comes to your place, he comes to your office or wherever, and directs you on how to do it anyway. If you are not in Lagos, he comes to your office and then presents you a document you sign. Tell him you want to be selling, you want to be running some e-commerce services, and tell him you want to be selling products, you want to be selling to people around the country, and you want to be using Tranex to receive the product, to receive to deliver and receive payment. You'll be offering both cash on delivery and prepaid services. All right, okay. He will come around, and then you guys will talk. After the talk, which basically includes what you do, your business, and all, just simple questions. The truth is, these guys need customers, so don't make it look like you fail an exam or a big deal that you fail. No. So when he comes around, he gives you a small form. You fill, putting your company name and all. Your company name doesn't need to be registered. Even if you haven't registered it with CAC, you can still go ahead to use it. Just write down your company name, your address, everything, and all. So when you are done with all these things, you would make a deposit. Don't get it wrong. Deposit is still your money. They just want you to commit yourself and make sure they actually have a contract with you. Their deposit runs from 150 to and above. But the truth is, I got him to bring everything down to 20,000 naira. So you just make a deposit of 20,000 naira into the account, and they will credit it into your Tranext account. All right. Your first set of deliveries, will be deducted from that 20,000 naira until maybe you start paying. When you finish using the 20,000 naira, you can then start paying the normal. So it's still your money. It's just there for them to believe that yes, you are actually interested in using Tranext and not just trying to make inquiries and run away, because they need to print a waybill document. That stuff, something like invoice. Print it with your company's name on it and bring to your office, so that anytime you have a delivery to make, you just fill out the invoice and then you call their dispatch rider around your area. If you're not in Lagos, because in Lagos they have lots and lots of dispatch riders for every area, but if you're not in Lagos, I think for for example, they have their office somewhere in, I think, Douglas or Wedra, I can't remember now. You can call them up to come and pick it up from your place at no extra cost, or you take it to their office. Just fill the waybill number. I think fill the waybill document. It's about 5 pieces, all these carbonated documents. So you fill the first one, it appears in the other 4. You keep the first one, which is the original, and then they take 2 at their office, and then your supervisor take 1. All right, so you give it to the dispatch rider, they go, and then they deliver. All right, it takes an average of 4 business days for them to deliver, especially if you are outside Lagos. If you are very, very far in the north, also it takes an average of, like if I send to Abuja, sometimes they get it the next day or the next 48 hours. All right, so that's about Tranext. There's no big deal there. You just need to sign up. You have anything to deliver, and then you fill out the waybill document, waybill invoice, and then you call the dispatch rider. Mr. Johnson will, or whoever is your supervisor, will assign you to a dispatch rider, give you his or her name, and you can always talk with him. All right, so that is as simple as that. Then about the fare, about the cost of deliveries and all. Okay, from Lagos here, I think I deliver to we deliver to every southwest state. Now, don't get it wrong. This is incredibly negotiable with the man you are signing the agreement with. Okay, I goofed in my own time. He will give you the official price and tell you, okay, because a small business is giving you this discount. Okay, he gave me southwest. If I'm sending to southwest, 13. Then if I'm sending outside anywhere outside southwest, if I'm sending anywhere in Nigeria, 16. And then he gave me Lagos for 500 naira. Okay, if I'm sending within Lagos, 500 naira. That's within the same city. But the truth was, another person again, I referred him to, they negotiated. He gave him 100 naira cheaper than all the figures he gave me. For Southwest, he gave the guy at 12. Elsewhere outside Southwest, they charge him 15. Then in Lagos, 500 naira. That's funny. That's really really funny. So whatever you guys agree on is just the price. That's what you'll be paying for every delivery. Now, for every delivery you pay, whether it's a failed delivery. Let's say you sent it to the person and the person refused to pick it, or refused to pick his call, or one reason or the other, you must pay. But they don't charge you for bringing it back to you. That's the beauty of the whole thing. Some companies will charge you again after charging you to take it to the person, and the person refuses to take it or something. Then they bring it back. They also charge you for that. That's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean you have the interest of the business using your services at heart. So they only charge you the cost of sending it. All right. So they charge you the cost of sending it, and then you don't pay for bringing it back. The next is the payment on delivery service. Now, if the product is a payment on delivery service, when you are filling that waybill, on the top you write collect, then you write the amount you want them to pick up for you. Now, if the person is supposed to pay you 10,000 naira, right, collect 10,000 naira. Please make it very bold so that they don't start looking for it. Collect 10,000 naira so that wherever they take it to around the country, when the person is trying to deliver to your consignee, to the receiver, he sees they collect 10,000 naira, he picks up the money for you. Okay, so that's it. And each dispatch rider across the country, and I think they have an order from Tranex headquarters that no fund should, they shouldn't keep any fund beyond 48 hours. So when they receive the fund, they send it to your account. You'll be providing your account to the document you'll be filling with your supervisor at your place. All right. When they when they pick up the money for you, they pay into your account within 48 hours. If you've confirmed that an order, a payment on delivery order has been dispatched and you didn't receive the money in 48 hours, call your supervisor and complain, and then they will query the supervisor. As a matter of fact, the supervisor should give you the name of all the supervisors around the country in charge of every state, so that you can always call them directly, to question cases like that. Okay, that's it about that. And that's one thing I think I don't like about Tranex, but since I don't have an option, no problem. I gave them an option of accumulating the money and paying me maybe at the end of the month, because that's how you're going to be paying them for their dispatch services, for their services, for their delivery service and all. But they said no, they don't have anything like that in place yet. What they do now is any dispatch rider, any supervisor that picks up any money around the country anywhere, they pay into your account. They pay into the customer's account within 48 hours. Okay, we don't have any option. We don't have anything option than to use that service for now. Then at the end of the month, they will bring you your Tranex will prepare your I don't know what to call it now, but a kind of long document including the names of everybody you have sent packages to, the weight, the location, then the amount. All right. Then the guy will come to your office. You guys will do the checks and balances. You as well need to be keeping records. Every time you send anything, you have to make something like a notebook where you write all these things down. Every time you send anything, you write the person's name, the destination, even the waybill number. There's a waybill number on every form, so you write on every invoice. So you write the waybill number there, so that when they bring their own cumulative invoice at the end of the month, you now cross-check. Tell them to give you like 2 days. You cross-check and do the checks and balances. You can pay them in cash, or you can pay them in check, or you can do a transfer to their account. All right, they just give you the total cost of everything. You do a transfer to the account. If you're having any issue, there's anything you've not delivered and it's been up to 4 days, 4 business days, the day it was picked up shouldn't be counted. Start counting from the next day. If a consignee, somebody that is supposed to receive your goods, it hasn't received and is calling you, all right, of course you should have the number of every of the supervisors around the country, and then get the number and call that state and query them. What they will ask you is the waybill number. Just give them the waybill number and they will tell you the situation of things. Most times they try to deliver, people don't they get to the place, people don't pick call, and all that. So I advise, before you even dispatch, call the people. Call them. We're about to deliver. We're about to hand over this to the dispatch rider. You'll be getting it in 4 business days. Please make sure you are close to your phone, and when you get it, finally inspect and pay the dispatch rider. When they give you go ahead, then you can now dispatch to Tranex. Then on the payment and delivery thing, after you must have settled the delivery charges, after bringing you the cumulative invoice and you've settled the delivery charges, all right. You now calculate all the payment on deliveries you made, all the cash on deliveries you give them, and then you take they charge just 2% of the total. Let's say if your money is 100,000 naira, they charge you, I think, 2,000 naira. You just pay them 2,000 naira, 2% of the total amount of money for payment on deliveries. Now, it is not the total of money for deliveries. It's the total amount of money they help you collect. Let's say they collect from 10 persons. They collect from Mr. A. They collect 10 naira from Mr. A, 10 naira from Mr. B, cash on delivery, 10 naira from Mr. C, like till they collect from all the 10 persons. Now, 10% of the total sum of all the cash on delivery money they collected for you that's what you're going to be giving them. Sorry, 2%. That's what you're going to be giving them. I think it's fair enough. It's not outrageous. It's not outrageous. They help you collect 100,000 naira, give them 2,000 naira. They help you collect 1 million naira. I think you give them 20,000 naira or 4,000 naira. Sorry, four. I didn't do math. They help you collect 1 million naira. You give them I think 20,000 naira. Yeah. So that's it about Tranex. Anybody can use it wherever you are in the country. And how did I know? Because I've introduced a good number of people that are not in Lagos that are using Tranex at the moment. One of them stays in Owerri. He just filled his supplied his detail. They brought him the customized teller. He collected it from the Owerri office. He even filled it. They collected it from the Owerri office. Anytime he has any product to deliver, you just take it to the office, or you call them. They come to their house and pick it up. Actually, you need an address so that if you have a return, they'll have a place to bring the returns to. So contact Mr. Johnson, tell him Mr. Patrick Ogidi from Ogba Lagos referred you. Those are his numbers, and tell him I instruct that he should give you a VIP service, that you are actually a referee from me. So that's Tranex. They deliver everywhere, and they are worth using, they are worth trying. Their fees are on the low side. You make a deposit of 20,000 naira initially. As a matter of fact, if you mention my name, you tell Mr. Pat, okay, 20,000 naira now, no problem. But if you don't, you might tell you 150 or thereabout. But then if you can also negotiate the 20,000 naira to come down a bit, that's fine. But then in all, it is still your money. They'll start debiting the money from, at the end of the month. Let's say, for example, your first month, you spend only 15,000 naira in deliveries, in the cost of deliveries. That means you still have 5,000 naira balance with them. You're not going to pay them any additional money. From next month, they continue from there. So that's that about Tranex. All right, the next company is Ace.ng. This company is so perfect. I don't know why I should use perfect. The only perfection in their dictionary is that they deliver to only 5 cities: Lagos, Ibadan, PH, Abuja, and Abeokuta. But the truth is, they deliver to everywhere in Nigeria, but it's stupidity using them to deliver to every other places in Nigeria, because according to them, they don't have stations in these places. So they charge you more. They use a third-party courier company to now deliver to those places, and then they end up charging you times 4 of what you should pay. But if you're delivering to Lagos, Ibadan, PH, Abuja, and Abeokuta, my dear, it's very, very cheap. And the thing is, their tracking is 100% working. Their tracking works 100%. Unlike Tranex, don't just rely on their tracking. They are still too analog. Even though they have a WebI number on their teller there, it doesn't really work when you track it on their website. If there's anything that you need to be tracked, just call the SM. I mean on Tranex now. Call the SM, station manager in that state. Give him the tracking ID, and then they will track it for you and tell you the situation and status of the consignment. Now, Ace.ng. Ace is very, very okay. Just go to Ace.ng and sign up. Or if you don't want to do it that way, no, don't even sign up. Call Mr. Ife on the number on your screen and tell him Mr. Pat from Ogba Lagos referred you. All right, and you can just be using them to be delivering to Lagos, Ibadan, PH, Abeokuta, and Abuja. They are very, very cheap. I think it's not just about cheapness and faster. All right, if you have just these consignments to deliver to these 5 cities, you can deliver to them. They are faster. Lagos, Ibadan, PH, but you pay 17.5 instead of 20,000 naira on Tranex. You pay 17.5 for this Ace, and it's still the same process. They deduct your first costs you incur in the process of delivering from the 17.5, and then subsequently you pay them at the end of the month. Okay, they're perfect, and their tracking is just okay. As a matter of fact, you can also call them and come and pick it up from your office, but you pay for them coming to your office to pick it up. But what they do is, if you have 10 different items and you call them, and those 10 different items are below 5 kg, they also charge you just the cost of picking it up, which is 415 naira for picking it up from your office. Remember, Tranex doesn't charge you for picking it up from your office. All right, but Ace will charge you. But if you don't, they also have stations around Lagos or around these cities. Yeah, showing on your screen. You can go there and deposit it at no cost. Then, when you are about delivering an item, you can log into your back office. They create an account for you. Log into your back office. You upload the items upload the address, that's all, and then dump something in their office, or they come and pick it up from you, and that's all. Their delivery is very, very fast, but they just don't go beyond these 5 cities for now. So you can reach Mr. Ife on this number. He's also on Skype. Reach him on Skype and on this number, and then you guys can get something going. You don't really necessary to come to you or whatever. Just he will send you some documents into your email and some rate cards, some documents you print out, fill it, sign it, scan again, and send back to him. Pay the money, and then he will create your account for you, and you'll be up and running within a short time. So that's about ace.ng. They also help you pick up money on delivery. Very sweet. The idea is they pay at the end of every working day or the next day, right? And they charge you 1.95%. You know, they take 1.95% commission on every payment, cash on delivery money they help you pick up. I think it's cheaper than that of Tranex. All right, so that's about ace.ng. They work with a good number of companies, powerful companies now. You know, I've actually bought something from from one side like that. I would like to mention their name. It's actually a set of shoes. You know, they came. This Ace delivered it. That was how I got to know. I started interviewing the Ace guy. He gave me their contact details. You know, I started talking with them, and since then I've been using them sparingly, especially when I want to deliver to Ibadan, PH, Abeokuta, and Abuja as fast as I want, or maybe the consignments are not just many. I can just use Ace, but when they are in bulk, I try to use them Tranex because of course they are cheaper. All right, that's about ace.ng. Then the next one will be QUO Logistics. That's the address on the website there. All right. One funny thing about these people is they are not expensive, they are cheap, but you enjoy them more if you have a consignment that is up to 20 kg. The total, you know, sum of your consignment should be up to 20 kg. They will come to your office and pick you up. They are very, very cheap, you know, and they deliver to about 10 cities or so, 10 states, but they are cheap. The only drawback here is that the total weight of your consignment should be up to 20 kg. But I tell them, what if I ask them, what if it's not up to 20 kg? I know that you guys you guys just want to waste your energy and fuel, you know, trying to drive to somebody's office to come and pick up something that's below 20 kg. Okay, now what if it is not up to 20 kg and I choose to bring it to your place, or I use my rider in Lagos to send it to your place? What about that? You know, the lady said he will get back to me. Up till now, I'm yet to hear from her. But that's their number on the address on the screen, and that's their website, quonigeria.com. They have their office somewhere in Lekki or so, but then they are okay, they are good, they are sweet, they are fine. All right, you can use them as well for cash on delivery payments and to deliver to all these 10 cities they cover. All right, so that's that. But then I would like to point out one other courier company. It is actually a Netfame courier company. It's an in-house courier company. All right, we're also trying to put things right, but by the time you will be watching this video, it should be ready. Okay, we'll do Lagos delivery same day. Okay, we're starting from Lagos delivery same day, and then some other things I will need to point out in the videos ahead. So you can make inquiries, contact us on pat@patrickogiri.com and ask about Netfame Logistics. Netfame Logistics. You know, we'll do Lagos delivery. We'll come to your place, pick you up, and deliver at a cheaper rate, cheaper than everyone you get here. We do Lagos delivery for now, but I think we are adding other cities, you know, once we get it going. So that's that about cash on delivery, payment on delivery. Ensure you give the option of payment deliveries in your businesses, in your meal importation efforts. It will skyrocket your profit. Try it today and then be ready to send me my app. All right, okay, that's that about cash on delivery. And then I want to point out something. Okay, even though cash on delivery is good, but this is how one stuff I think you should also be mindful of. Let's say, for example, on your website, in your selling from your website method, you're using selling from your website method, and on your website you have this cash on delivery option. Now, this is what I would also advise you to do. Give two bold options. The first option is you can pay. Okay, let's say the product goes for 10,000 naira. You see, pay 10,000 naira. Okay, pay 10,000 naira. Okay, pay 11,000. First of all, use the cash on delivery option. If you want to use the cash on delivery option also available. To use that, pay 11. To use that, let us have your name, your email, your phone number, your detailed address. All right. But if you want to pay before we deliver, then be rest assured we'll be delivering in the next 3 business days, and you can pay into the following bank account details. Just pay 10,000 naira. That you charge 11,000 naira for cash on delivery. Of course, that goes with some risk and some cost from your own side, like the commission you give to the courier company and all. All right. And then if they want to pay, you just give them the 2 options. If they want to pay, prepaid, they now get a 1,000 naira discount. You can even go ahead to explain why there's that difference in price. You find out that if you're getting 100 persons to take advantage of the offer, you might just be surprised that 40 will prefer to, because of that 1,000 naira difference, they will prefer to pay first. And then maybe if it is a second buyer, a returning customer, then they might just forget about the cash on delivery and say, I know this guy already, he will deliver. Let me use I've tried him before, he didn't fail. Let me use the cash on, let me use the prepaid, and then they'll just use the prepaid. All right, so that's one trick I know that works, and I've been using in recent days. Making the 1,000 naira difference, and then the higher one for the cash on delivery. Explain why. Give them reasons why there's a difference in price. Then the lower price for the payment before delivery. Tell them because the courier company will just be making a one-way delivery and not helping them pick up any money, so you won't be paying any money to them. So this is easy, it's simple. Go there and start using it. And remember, Netfame Logistics coming up. We are going to revolutionize how deliveries are made. I think I'll be talking more of this when I'll be introducing a service that will enable those even that lives in caves, to successfully sell on Jumia, Konga, and then in fact to have a Lagos office, a virtual Lagos office they can use as their own. Lagos office running for you during the working hours, and then you are wherever you are, we'll do everything for you, and then we'll help your business run and give it a spread in Lagos. Stay tuned to the rest of the video. Thank you.